The goal? 1,000 subscribers by St. Patrick's Day. And you can help. So be sure and subscribe, like, and share this video. We're off to see the wizard, the Golden Wizard of Oz. In today's brand new video, and remember there's a brand new video every Tuesday here on Tulgeywood TV. Our topic is The Wizard of Oz as seen in Golden Books. Now, if you've seen my TikTok about TikTok, the Mechanical Man of Oz, you know I showed my little golden book based on Disney's Return to Oz. But here now is the big golden book based on Return to Oz. It's not labeled as a big golden book, but that's what it is. And this uses stills from the film to tell the story of Dorothy's return to Oz in all its weird, wonderful glory. There's even these wonderful end papers. But what about the movie from 1939 that started the whole thing? I'm referring, of course, to that ultimate classic, MGM's The Wizard of Oz. In my earlier video about the TV series, Off to See the Wizard, I mentioned that there wasn't a tremendous amount of merchandise produced for the original release of The Wizard of Oz. If we look back to not 1939, but 1989, for the 50th anniversary of the film, we can see that Western Publishing became a licensee of The Wizard of Oz, then owned by Turner Entertainment, and of course Turner was bought by Warner Brothers, which now owns The Wizard of Oz, even though it was originally made by MGM, which is a completely separate company now. Confusing, isn't it? But in 1989, all kinds of things were happening to celebrate that 50th anniversary, obviously a great milestone for The Wizard of Oz. There was quite a bit of merchandise, including dolls, figures, apparel, and some really cool Coca-Cola glasses. There was even a famous, or should I say infamous, tie-in with Downy fabric softener.
Congratulations! You're playing the Scarecrow. And you're the Tin Man. What?
Under its Golden Books imprint, Western Publishing was also celebrating this classic film. Highly unusual for a 50-year-old film to see new publications. Now, there had been Golden Books before, but they were based on the original book on which the MGM film was based, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. But they had never done adaptations of the film starring Judy Garland. Well, that all changed in 1989, with Golden Books using some of its usual publications to celebrate this great perennial. Here we have the Big Golden Book version of The Wizard of Oz. Again, not labeled as a big golden book, but that's what it is. And as it says on the cover here, illustrated with full-color stills from the original movie. And so it is. Let's take a look. So just as the movie itself opens in black and white, so frames from the film itself tell the opening set in Kansas. Dorothy meeting Professor Marvel and being caught in the cyclone. No picture of the cyclone itself, which seems a little strange, but we're going with the money, which is Judy Garland as Dorothy. And here she is in full color, full Technicolor, I should say, Oz. Meeting Glinda and the Munchkins, receiving the ruby slippers, following the yellow brick road so she can meet the Wizard of Oz, who she's hoping will send her home, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Cowardly Lion, all joining her on her journey. And you know the story. The Deadly Poppy Field, meeting the wizard. Now this frame is actually from the Witch's Castle, but I guess there wasn't a real clear shot of the four and Toto too looking scared enough, so they used this from another part of the film. The melting of the Wicked Witch. You liquidated her, eh, says the wizard, before it's revealed that he's just a humbug, born and bred in the heart of the western wilderness, and he plans on taking Dorothy back himself, but the balloon gets away. And finally, it's up to Glinda to reveal that the ruby slippers can return Dorothy to Kansas and black and white, where she finds there's no place like home. Like I said, everyone knows the story. This was a beautifully put together book, as was the habit of golden books. And again, unusual for any kind of golden publication, but there's a foreword here. And maybe it's because this is a classic film that is not new and maybe wasn't in the theaters, although of course it was on TV every year at that time, and a big event whenever this was shown every single year in this period on CBS.
Next, The Wizard of Oz.
Now here's something really unusual. The screenwriter is mentioned. Screenwriter Noel Langley had Professor Marvel appear in many guises, and at last as the wizard. Miss Gulch later becomes the Wicked Witch. The farmhands Hunk, Hickory, and Zeke become the faithful companions, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion. Now this adaptation was written by Jan Wall, and can we assume that she wrote the foreword as well? She did a really beautiful job, just in a few paragraphs summing this all up. That's no easy task. By the way, speaking of screenwriter Noel Langley, what was the other big classic that he wrote the screenplay for, that people still watch to this day? It's A Christmas Carol, the version starring Alistair Sim that was made in Britain in the 1950s. And is considered by many one of the best, if not the best, adaptation of that famous Charles Dickens story. And just as I said, many people still watch that film today at Christmas time. The Big Golden Book is a very special adaptation. You do get the feeling that it's a salute to the film, as well as a retelling of the story. Now, Golden issued a coloring book version of The Wizard of Oz, but I'm not going to show you that right away, because the coloring book was made available in a very special way and very unexpected, I think. Maybe some of you know what it is, but for the rest of you, stay tuned and we'll find out about it after I show you the Sticker Fun book. That's right, Golden Book issued one of its famous Sticker Fun books as an adaptation of The Wizard of Oz. On the back is what they call a mini poster. But on the front, we have a painting of this famous pose. Is it the same painting that was used on the Big Golden Book cover? I think so. Now, usually in a Golden Sticker Fun book, there are illustrations, line drawings, where the stickers are placed and then you color the picture. In this case, we once again have stills, or actually frames from the film, as the stickers. And here's some examples. They're really cool and really beautiful. So those are punched out, and then you match the numbers to these squares. Great yellow brick road design. And then when you're all done, they tell the story of the film. And there are some favorite lines from the films, including lions and tigers and bears, oh my, and follow the yellow brick road. And of course, Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. There are some really beautiful film frames here, and it's very respectful. I don't think they wanted to cut these up into shapes, which is what you would have to do in the usual format of the Golden Sticker Fun books. So it's very respectful of the film, and I kind of wish they had done this format with some of the Disney films too. So it's both really unique and also golden. That brings us to the Golden Coloring Book, and like I said, that was offered in a special way. And as Professor Marvel might say, what's this? Yes, it's a Dixie Cups dispenser. Bet you didn't see that coming. Dixie Cups was one of the licensees for the 50th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz. So they issued Dixie Cups with Wizard of Oz designs, and they also offered this dispenser, this example is really cool because it's still sealed in the box. Mint in the box. Now, before I go on, I should stop and say that Dixie is a Disney licensee, and I was lucky enough to actually write for them for these Mickey Mouse cups, because Dixie wanted fun facts in the form of questions and answers about the characters, about Mickey and his friends. So in addition to this great character art, there were questions and answers, like, what is Donald's hometown? Duckburg. So that was really fun and a great opportunity for me. But to get back to The Wizard of Oz, they had this great coloring picture, which you could color, and as it said, show to your friends. So that's really fun. And the biggest thing of all is there was this Wizard of Oz sweepstakes. The grand prize was $5,000, in the form of a savings bond for college. Now, back where I come from, we have universities, seats of great learning, where people go to think deep thoughts. Were you the winner of the grand prize? Did you go to college because of this $5,000 savings bond? If so, please let us know below in the comments. Or were you the winner of one of the other prizes? Because there were also 21st prizes, which was a Panasonic home entertainment center. You could watch The Wizard of Oz on VHS. Or 62nd prizes, a Wizard of Oz beach towel by Renaissance. Again, one of the many licensees that had 50th anniversary merchandise. Or, maybe best of all, 253rd prizes, which was this very Wizard of Oz pop-up dispenser from Dixie. Yes, it's true. You could enter the sweepstakes using this form from the kitchen dispenser and then win a kitchen dispenser. It's all very meta. But in addition to all that, when you entered the contest, you got a free Wizard of Oz coloring book. Send 2 red Wizard of Oz banners as proofs of purchase from any 2 kitchen cup or dispenser packages to receive your free coloring book. So they're talking about this red banner, which was the official logo for the 50th anniversary. A lot of the merchandise used that. You will also automatically be entered in the Wizard of Oz sweepstakes. Use entry form below. So that was a really fun way to receive the golden coloring book, and here it is. This is the envelope it came in. And let's take it out, take a look. First of all, there's this nice little letter welcoming us to the sweepstakes and thanking us for ordering the coloring book. And here it is with another nice painting of Dorothy and Glinda, and Toto too. And that's Compliments of Dixie, as it says on here. So as might be expected for a giveaway, it doesn't have very many pages, but what's there is terse, because we have these beautiful illustrations. I think they're so wonderfully done. A lot of times when you see coloring books and such that use stills or frames from a film as their basis, they're traced, and they don't look very good. These are beautifully drawn, so kudos to the artist. You can color the ruby slippers, and throughout there's some activities like this word game. Here we have a maze, which is perfect for the Yellow Brick Road and the Journey to Oz. Just follow the Yellow Brick Road. Here's Dorothy with the Scarecrow, and with the Tin Man, and with the Cowardly Lion. And here are Dorothy's friends receiving their gifts from the wizard, which are symbolic of the things they already have. The Scarecrow gets his diploma, the Lion gets his Triple Cross for conspicuous bravery against wicked witches, and the Tin Man gets his heart in the form of a clock or a pocket watch, maybe. Listen, it ticks! So these illustrations are just so beautifully done. And best of all, we have Auntie M, There's No Place Like Home. So I hope you've enjoyed this golden look at some of the golden books done for the Wizard of Oz 50th. And please check in again. Not only is there a new video every Tuesday, but we'll be seeing more of the Wizard of Oz in future videos. But in the meantime, please be with us next time when our guests will be Francis Gum, Francis Philip Wupperman, Mary William Ethelbert Appleton Burke, and Terry. They'll be here to discuss the philosophical question, what's in a name? You won't want to miss it.